Good, numbing. Hello, YouTube. Hope you're doing well. We're back with Atelier Shallie. I don't think we're going to be finishing today because I'm not going to be streaming for that long today because I'm still kind of like there. I'm still under the weather a little bit. But the plan, because I was going to stream yesterday and today instead of it being now today and tomorrow. The plan is I've got literally nothing else going on tomorrow. So tomorrow, it might end up being a longer stream, I don't know. But I'm going to keep on streaming Shallie tomorrow until we finish, is the plan. To at least get that done. Because to be blunt, when Res Lorena comes out, I'm not going to want to play more Shallie because I want to play Res Lorena. Which is why I'm so adamant on getting this at least finished. Metaphor, we kind of got close-ish, but we've still got a little bit more to do. So that will just have to wait until we get a free spot in the schedule. But I'll figure that out because we've got a lot coming up. But you may be able to still hear, I'm still not 100% well. For the long story short, I caught something last week, and it kind of manifested, came and went throughout that week, but then kind of like reappeared to like this week, but kind of manifested in a different way. Like I have been suffering cold sweats and like headaches and things like that for most of the week. And it started working its way through my system. Like, it's predominantly in my throat now. At least, like, yesterday and today it was. But, like, yesterday I was just so exhausted where I was, like, fighting it that I just could not in any good conscious stream. And then today, it's clear I'm still in the recovery because I severely overslept. I usually wake up somewhere between 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 is usually a late for me. If it's, like, 8 a.m. and I wake up then, I'm like, oh, I overslept a little bit. So anyway, I woke up at 9. Hence why it's a very late start today. I woke up super late. I passed the fuck out last night. Blaming Res Lorena because I'll be doing Sky first. It'd probably be nice enough to have a coffee. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got my whole schedule for next week set in stone now. Sonic Racing Crossworlds installed this morning because I've got early access, so I'll be playing it on Monday. So that's installed and good to go for Monday. Silent Hill F will install tomorrow because I got early access to that as well on Tuesday. Wednesday is Honkai Star Rail 3.6, and I will be rolling for Ever Night, or Ever March, or Dark March, or Evil March, or whatever the fuck you want to call her. Thursday is my only free day. So I'll either do more Silent Hill F that day, or if we haven't finished Honkai Star Rail's patch that day, we'll do more Thursday. And then, sorry, excuse me, Friday is Res Lorena. And Res Lorena will probably be doing for the rest of the week, so like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I say that, I might take Sunday off just because I'll potentially be streaming every day next week, and that I'll be exhausted by Sunday, but we'll see. That we're doing pre-orders these spots anymore at Atelier especially. Fair enough. If it's a game I really care about, I'll bite the bullet regardless. That's it. Racing Crossworlds, I pre-ordered the deluxe version. Silent Hill F, I got a partner code for. So that's not going to be like sponsored in the sense of I've got to read a whole spiel, but similar to when I played Silent Hill 2 early, I will be giving special thanks out to Konami for providing me a code early when that stream starts. Because yeah, I'll be playing it on Tuesday, a few days prior to its official release on Thursday. Which is probably why I'll try and stream more Silent Hill F on Thursday as well, because there'll be more of a buzz around the game because it'll be the official release. And Res Lorena, I'm in too deep. I was always going to get that. Anyway, I'm not going to be streaming for too long. I'm aiming, like last stream, I'm aiming for at least 2 hours. But last time we left up, we technically finished Chapter 9, so we're on that in-between where we've just got to do shit. So I'm going to treat this stream more as an opportunity to prepare for Endgame. Sorry, excuse me. You're going to get me clearing my throat a lot, by the way, because it's like all manifested into my throat now, whatever my illness was been. Like, it's left my head, because I was getting like real bad headaches most of the week. It's left that, but it's like predominantly in my throat now. So you'll hear me stopping for water or like clearing my throat more often, so sorry. But then after the end of September, we're all good until right at the end of October. There's a smaller release I might be getting, but I'm not 100% like sure yet. It's kind of a we'll see when we get to it. And November, the only thing I've got to worry about is the new SpongeBob game comes out in November that I'll be getting. And also November 10th is when Alicia will drop in Honkai Star Rail, so I need to be ready for that. Oh, we've also got a lot of dialogue stuff to do, so we'll start with all these, and then we'll worry about, like, the cleanup. Shallie, got a minute? What is it, Master? You seem kind of tense. Yeah, take this. It's for you. Is this an alchemy book? It's a secret manual for qualified alchemists. I chose it specifically for you. Oh, that's so thoughtful. Huh? Effort? Willpower? Spirit? What is this? Like I said, I chose it to fit you. Well, I can't accept this! Don't worry, the contents are pretty advanced. In theory, making something should be proof of your skill. I thought I'd get something cooler. This doesn't seem right at all. The Wilbell Special Book. By the way, you're serious about flying, right? Why are you asking that now, Master? Of course I'm serious, super serious. When you flew me to safety from the flock of vicious sheep, that's part of why I became your apprentice. You were so cool back then. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Could you stop making a big deal out of it? But now that you mention it, that's when we first met. She's like, I remember it like it was yesterday. And I'm like, I look at my streams, it's like, oh yes, I remember it like it was 4 months ago. Because I think Shallie has been like ongoing for like 3 or 4 months now. Which is entirely on me. I kept on just like getting sidetracked. At first I thought you were crazy or something, but you've been putting up with my nonsense too. Did you say something? Right, I have good news for you. Apparently there's a way for alchemists to fly too. What the what? Master Wilbur, are you serious? Well, it's just something I heard about. You should ask an alchemist to tell you more. Sorry, I don't know more. Flying, flying, flying through the sky. Master, thank you so much. I'll try asking around. Sure, I'm glad you're happy. I've done what I can as your master. The rest is up to you. All right, I'm getting excited now. Let's go get more information. I like how we're doing this, and there's an exclamation point above the other Shallie. It's like, yeah, could you wait? A living trash can. Okay. Nice. But also, level 69, and we need 3 broken items. Is it an attack item? It is. Huh. Is it for attacks? Fair enough. Oh, my favorites are kind of all over the place. I'm trying to think. It's like, I love Judy from Judy. I love Iris from Iris 3. I love the Monokamiya gang. I adore Toturi. Sophie's a sure bet. I love Suli in particular. Suli is so charming. That's probably it for like the ones like I really, really love. Like I like all of them, and I like adore most of them. Like there isn't any protag that I think is just alright or kind of subpar. Like I do like all of them, but the ones that I genuinely like love to death and think are phenomenal, like kind of those ones. But for very different reasons. Like, Judy is because she's like the purest being to ever exist in the fucking planet. And she's happy at everything no matter what. And I just find that so endearing. Like, there is nothing in the world that can, like, knock Judy's smile off her face. And I adore her for it. Iris, because she's, like her naivety, like, she's very naive in a sense. But her naivety adds to her charm a lot. And there's something about the fact that she's, like, a very pure, like, priestess-like maiden that just makes her very, like, inspiring, if that makes sense. Like, anytime, like Iris, like, accomplishes something or gets someone new to join her team, you're just like, yes, you go, like, lead the charge. Like, she's a very inspiring kind of, like, maiden in that sense. Totally, because I love her journey. I love her journey of trying to find out what really happened to her mother and the growth she goes through at such a young age. Sophie, because she was the very first, like, Atelier protagonist I really got to know, so I have nostalgia bias towards, but that's also, you know, not to knock down the fact that she is also a very well-developed protagonist, who became arguably one of the most powerful alchemists in the, like, franchise. And Sully, because Sully is absolutely what my daughter would end up being like, and I can't even pretend she would be any different. I like Yumiya a lot, I just don't love her. I think Yumiya is a slow burn. I think what they set up in... I'm going to say Yumiya 1, because I wouldn't be surprised if they do Yumiya 2. As much as I'd kind of want them to do a different game in the Memory Saga, like have a different protag and kind of explore it from a different angle, because I think there's only so much you can do with Yumiya's story. I still think there's more to touch with Yumiya, but I like what they're doing with her so far. I just want to see where it goes. Like, if I had to run through it, like, Marie's okay, Ellie is better, but still kind of just okay. Lily is pretty good, but she's also, like, mum. Like, it's the easiest way to put it. Like, she's very motherly, but not in the, like, oh, she looks after everyone. In the, no, she makes sure everyone's doing the right thing and is kind of in order sort of way. And it's, like, it's kind of, like, weird when you're playing it, because it's, like, she's, like, bossing everyone around. You're like, okay, that's just mum. That's not mummy or mother. That's mum. You know? I said, Judy, I love. She's such a precious bean. Viore is charming too, but Viore I don't think is as interesting. Vars is a moody little shit. I forget the name of the Iris 2 protagonist, but he was just okay. Iris is precious as fuck. There isn't a single Mana Kamiya character that I don't enjoy. They're all really, really charming, but that's because, like, they treat the whole Mana Kamiya cast as, like, one giant found family. And, like, they really lean into that aspect of it, like, being people from different walks of life, go to the same school, become classmates, become friends, go through the trials of hell together, and become a family. Like, it's very much that story, so I love all of them. Rorona is mishandled, but I like the aspects of her character, especially when she got older and became a mother. I loved her in the lore. Todori, like I said, I love her story. Maruru, I love how wide her story is and how many different angles you can approach it from. And as much as, like, it's overwhelming that there's, like, 20 plus endings, I like that you can really make Maruru's experience your own because of that. Lulua, I love because you get to see, like, how much her parents have rubbed off on her, but you also get to see how the orphanage and, like, her background has kind of influenced her to make her such a, like, community-focused person. Ayesha, I came around to. I was kind of a little with her at first, but I genuinely really did come around to her. She's just very shy and naive, but when she kind of finds her vibe throughout it, like, she comes into her own. Escher and Logi, I feel like if they were separated, I wouldn't enjoy them as much. I love Escher and Logi when they work as a duo. If that makes sense. Like when it's just Logi or just Escher, I don't think they're as interesting, but when they're together, their dynamic just makes them really fun. The Shallies, I've only really experienced one Shallie properly, because this Shallie is kind of just it feels like whatever Shallie you're not playing as is just kind of treated as an extension to your Shallie. Because it's very much green hair Shallie's story right now, and this Shallie's just kind of around, but she's still involved. And I imagine if I played as that Shallie, it would be the same sort of idea, but flipped. I don't mind this Shallie. There is a part of me that's curious how different my adventure would have actually been if I picked the other Shallie, but I am kind of, like, happy I went for the tomboy anyway, because she's just a goober. Sophie, obviously, I have the bias because I love. Furious is the daughter I would love to have. Sully is the daughter I know I'd end up with. Liddy, I think, is okay, but I don't think she's that interesting on her own. Like, I still enjoyed her a lot, but I don't think, like, on her own, you separate her from her sister, she's got that much going. She's kind of safe. She's kind of just, like, another, you know, alchemist in the series, if that makes sense. Ryza had the advantage of having 3 direct fucking games to build her story. So yeah, I do like Ryza because they've given her more than enough time to build her up and make her own. You know, like they made her story. And Yumiya has a lot of interesting aspects to her story and a lot of interesting pieces, but the game's narrative structure as a whole doesn't allow for every single piece of it to come together in one, like, I don't know how you would put it, like, one, like, collective whole. Like, it feels like there's pieces missing that stops me loving Yumiya as much as I could. Even though I do love that game, and I'm sure the DLCs do a lot more. It was a fucking mess. Yumiya's story had the problem of they really, really, really want to build a new, like, universe with the new saga. It felt like. It wasn't just a matter of, here's this character, here's this world. It's like, no, we want to have different races, we want to have different relationships with these races, we want to have different regions that reflect different cultures, that reflect different histories. We want to make this whole world feel like it's lived in and gone on for ages and has all these dynamic different groups of people. We're going to do all that whilst also telling a story, but it's only like a 30 to 40 hour long story, and you're like, there is too much shit going on. Like, I feel like that's something that will naturally get better, because they won't have to re-explain all that shit in a sequel. Whenever we get Memories 2, whether it's Yumiya 2 or a new protagonist, I think the sequel will just have a bit more grace, because it don't have as much shit that it wants to explain and explore. Like, I say this off the back of playing Metaphor, where Metaphor also has, you know, 9 different races, they all have different relationships with each other, the region is gargantuan, each part of the region has different cultures, histories, yada yada yada, like, all the same idea, but the reason why Metaphor gets away with it is that Metaphor's like 80 plus hours long, so it's got time to tell its main story and still keep up the, like, the in-between with expanding the lore. It's got the time to kill, whilst Yumiya tries to squidge that all in together all at once, so it makes it feel very jumbled. I mean, it's only best as a one-shot, but nah, I still, no. I want Memories 2 and 3, because I want to see it grow. And I can see, like, I made a big prediction, and I'm holding onto it whenever Memories 2, or Yumiya 2, depending which angle they go for it, comes around. My biggest prediction is going to be tied with the ancient technology. We learned that there are other, like, the ancient technology, and there's going to be other people that will eventually find, discover, and use it. I think the motorbike was introducing that idea. I think Yumiya 1's big, you know, mechanical ancient technology vehicle is the motorbike. In Memories 2, my big fucking theory, because they brought up about exploring the waters and exploring the ocean so much, is that we're going to find, like, some kind of ancient technology superboat. And then Yumiya 2 is going to be very, like, Zelda Wind Waker-esque, where you're on the open sea a lot, you're exploring, like, you're finding and discovering and exploring islands, each island has, like, pieces of history. Like, that's my huge, like, fifth sense beyond the divine prediction for Memories 2, that it's going to be that kind of, like, you're on a ship exploring the ocean, that sort of thing. And then Memories 3, when they probably end the saga, if you've done land and you've done sea, you might as well do air. And so I think, like, Memories 3 will be taking it to the skies. That's fair enough. No, I genuinely love Yumiya. I know Yumiya's not for everyone, because the shift from linear adventure with time limits to non-linear adventure without the time limits to open zones with Ryza to now open world. It's been a slow journey growth of getting larger and larger, sure, but the actual step up to full-on open zones with Ryza 3 and then the step beyond it to Yumiya with open world was never going to be for everyone, and I am not even remotely surprised that not everyone was on board with it. What doesn't help is that Ryza 3's story is blatantly not the end of the saga, it's just the end of Ryza's part of the story, so it feels incomplete when you finish it, because it is. And Yumiya is just the first step of taking this grand risk that they will almost definitely improve upon in sequels. So it's kind of like the last two major releases have been at this awkward middle ground of where like there's still pieces that need to be solved, but they're slowly getting there. I still love Rise of 3. When I revisited it off stream, I actually appreciated it a lot more. When I finished it on stream, I thought it was alright, but I still liked parts of it. No, when I went back for it off stream, I appreciated it a lot more for what it was trying to do and what it is. But still. And then Yumiya, I genuinely loved Yumiya. I had a great time with Yumiya. It's my top 5 of like this year, but I know that's just me. It would be higher, but Ender Magnolia and AI Limit kind of like cleaned house. Like those games like hooked their claws into me so much at the start of the year. Like they didn't have a it was this year was Ender Magnolia, that was January, and it was this year was AI Limit, that was March. Both of those games just hooked their claws into me way too much. And so I just love them too much. Listen, I don't know if it will be Yumiya 2. I'm saying Memories 2 because I don't know. The reason why we got Ryza 2 and 3 wasn't just because Ryza 1 did well, it's because Ryza herself was super popular at the time. Whilst Yumiya, it's not that she's like not popular. She is still popular. She's just nowhere near on that level that like Ryza hit, even though the game sold better. Yeah, I know what you mean. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's a different protagonist. I'll get it because I'm so fucking obsessed with this franchise that I never won't. And I genuinely do like the growth and journey the franchise has taken. Not every single step it's taken has been a step up, but it's been a journey. And even when there's a game that falters slightly, or like they take a big risk and it stumbles, I always tend to find the next game afterwards doesn't immediately completely abandon that concept, but instead works on it in a new way and makes it better. You know, like they grow from it, they learn from it, and then then once they've learned and mastered it, they then go on to like the next big thing they want to try. And if that works first time, great. If it doesn't, they then try it again. Like, you know, like they do commit as a team to making sure they get it right. I think you're being overly harsh on it, but that's just my opinion. I think you're being way overly harsh on a really fucking solid game that just takes some risks. Like I said, for me though as well, what helps with Yumiya and helps me immediately get into the groove of it is because I've played Mana Khemia, and I could see the parallels and connections from it to Mana Khemia so hard. Like, it doesn't feel like the modern, like, soft reboot Atelier games, because it feels like a before the reboot Atelier game. It feels like Mana Khemia. The only thing it's missing is the found family dynamic and the school setting, and then it literally is Mana Khemia 3. Because like, starting with the soft reboot, which is Verona, a lot of Iris's and Mana Khemia's like established things in like story and gameplay traits got brushed to the side, and it is only Yumiya that's now finally brought the mana system back in full force. But I digress. I've only got a few a couple hours at most to play with. I want to do all the story stuff and like prepare for Endgame. So at worst, we can finish tomorrow. I'm having SMG5. Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, I know like I'm probably just too optimistic or too soft or too kind or all that things. But it takes so fucking much for me to genuinely, like, hate something in any piece of media. Even if it's not for me, I'll still be like, oh, okay, well, it is what it is, and I'll just move on to the next thing. I won't even bring it up, because I don't think it's worth the, like, effort to do so, you know? And so it's like, when I see people going, oh yeah, I fucking hate this, I'm just like, do something else then, you know? I'm sorry you feel that way, but come on. Well, I still get people every now and then go, oh, this, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't like Last of Us. Do you hear me bringing it up every stream about how much I hate it? No, I don't give a fuck, you know? I disappointing ideas. No, I get that. A big part of it is, I grew up as a Sonic fan, which means I had to put up with 2010 Sonic. And so I'm used to, like, franchises I love dearly getting stomped into the ground and being the laughingstock of every single other person on the planet. And so I learned to appreciate the little things. Because I'd rather do that than join in on stomping on my favorite things. Like, Sonic is in a fantastic place now, and I couldn't be happier, but I'll never not take it for granted, considering how fucking rough it was to be a Sonic fan in the 2010s. When you had IGN, Game Grumps, half of fucking YouTube, Sonic Boom, even Sonic Team themselves hopped in on their own dogging because they were trying everything in their power to stay relevant, and it was like everything in the 2010s was so miserable to be a Sonic fan. And like the easiest contrast is look at Team Sonic Racing and look at Sonic Racing Cross Worlds coming out on Monday. Team Sonic Racing came like a fart in the wind. Like, no one gave a fuck about that game. It's slow as sin. It's got very few tracks. It's got no characters. The power-ups are, like, boring. Like, it's such a slow, dragging game. The only redeeming quality is that it's got a decent soundtrack. And you look at Racing Cross Worlds, and it's got a higher review score than the newest Mario Kart. And you're like, oh, fuck, you know, like... I was like, so, Friends, because I used to... Yep, yeah. Oh, I would love Neps to get, like, a Frontiers level game. But the reason what worked with Frontiers is that Frontiers... Half the game was intrinsically built for those who not only grew up with the recent era, but specifically grew up with the 90s and early 2000s games. And the whole game was one giant reflection of the past. It was taking the step back to say, we have fucked up at these times, we've made these mistakes, let's face them head on, and then push through regardless of what critics may say. That's literally the credit song of the game, is saying about no matter how much we stumble, fail, fuck up and whatnot, we're not going to let our critics deter us from trying. We're going to keep pushing forward to make this one-way dream a reality. In 2010. And to be honest, I love that the words of One Way Dream, that song, the exact words, are now being directly honored in everything that's come onwards. They treated that song, because I've told it so before, and Frontiers was absolutely prepared to be the very last Sonic game if it failed. They made it as the very last shot. If it failed and bombed, it was going to be the end of Sonic. That was just something they all had, like, kind of collectively come to the conclusion of. That was it. Which is why the game is so reflective. It's why it's so mature compared to some of the games that came before it. It's why it ends with fighting something literally called The End. It was prepared to be the finale of everything. And it's why the end song is so focused on, like, basically asking the people to believe in them. I think it's the easiest way to, like, put it, and it's why it made it work so well. And now 3 years on, Sonic has been doing better than it's ever done in his fucking career. You know, Sonic Superstars, I think the boss fights dragged that game down a bit, but I still really like that game. Shadow Generations was fucking peak. I love that game. And Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, like I said, is reviewing higher than Mario Kart. That's insane, you know? Like, Sonic is on a roll. And it also makes the inevitable sequel to Frontiers, like the next mainline Sonic game, the hype cycle around that game when it eventually gets properly announced is going to be astronomical. I can tell, because this is not a Sonic team of the 2010s trying their hardest to survive. This is the new Sonic team that's proven they can do it, have the budget and resources to do so, and are prepared to put it all on the table to prove that they've still got it. You know, there is now a team that's prepared to put the money where their mouth is and deliver on something crazy. So that hype cycle, whenever the next mainline Sonic game gets announced, I already know it's going to be fucking crazy. Well, I think in that regards to Combat Audio Factory, my heart's with Dirk now. I can play the Argurus. You can play the Argurus games. Oh, if it's when you say PS Plus, do you mean PS Premium? It's not the PS3 backwards compatibility? Because if that's the case, I'm good, because I fucking hate the streaming service. I don't really like having input lag. I'd rather just play it on my PS3 whenever I feel like it. It's the same reason why I don't have Premium full stop, because like there are some games on there I'd love to play through, like through my PS5, but PS Premium, Oh yeah, I know how the tier system works. I'm on Extra. You have Essentials, which is just your monthly games and playing online. Extra, which gives you access to a select bunch of PS4 and 5 games. And Premium, which gives you the PS1, 2, and PSP backwards compatibility and allows you to stream PS3 games. But the whole only being able to stream through the cloud of the PS3 games is why I don't bother, because that's input lag up the wazoo, and I'm good, thanks. So no, until genuine, actual backwards compatibility for the PS3 comes to PS5, which I don't even know if that will ever happen, but we can hope. I'm not touching any of that shit. I'm good. There was murmurings about a year ago they are working on a proper PS3 emulator. It's just that takes time because the PS3's hardware, as much as I love the PS3, the PS3's hardware was a nightmare to code for. It's very well documented nowadays that the PS3 was genuinely like absolute hell on earth to make games for, because the console's hardware and design specs were so alien to everything else that was on the market. It's a strategy game? Yeah, but it also is a strategy game, so I'd rather just kind of sit down for it when I'm in the mood and not have like things stutter if my internet goes out, you know? PS3 is fucking weird. Yeah, no kidding. An item for flight? Oh, I don't know. Hey, Tao, do you know anything? This might not be much use, but... Also, why is she just like... I didn't even read register. She's just like chewing on like... Was she like... Is that like a chicken strip? Like, what the fuck? A gravistone? So this is what was powering the ship. Wait, I'm surprised gravistones could even be used this way. This is a huge discovery. I don't know. Don't you either? Gravistones are power source were invented during my grandfather's time. And proof form is in this ship. That's a peasant word. Yeah, like there are aspects of the PS3 360 generation that I do miss. Like, you know, FPSs were good during that generation for the most part. There was always some silly online game you could play with friends. Every game had 3 fucking colors, take it or leave it. like there are aspects of the PS3 360 generation that I do have like a nostalgic attachment for. Yeah, it was really helpful. I just thought it was something great. It's good, Shallie. I can't see what you come up with. In the end, fair. It has been my dream since meeting my master. Or is it the ending credits to start good? Oh, first. Oh, look at really cool and flying. Go, fight, I'll do my best. By the way, Shallie, this isn't a big deal, but... What? You really seem to like meat. Yes, meat's delicious. Sure, anyway. Thanks. I hope you figure out what I figure out. There's nothing in between fairs. Whoops. But yeah, I hope we get proper PS3 backwards compatibility. I'm slightly more doubtful because Jesus Christ is Sony doing the bare minimum of the PS1, 2, and P backwards compatibility. Cool, 1 new game a month? Yeah, that's so worth the extra money for premium. Fuck off, Sony. Like, come on, we get, like, at most 3 games a month for it, and it's like, that is not good enough. Especially when, like, a good half of them don't even have, like, trophy lists. It's like, it's just, what's taking so long? How is it we've had, like, 1 Tomb Raider, the Sly Cooper trilogy, the Twisted Metals, the Legacy of Kain games, Deus Ex, and, like, that's it? And it's been, like, over a year that this service has been like this. And that has included PS2 games. What are we doing here? You know, like, it's so agonizingly slow. Oh, and fucking Mr. Mosquito for all 2 people that care about that. That's when the dog water gameplay, but those guys wasn't fighting grunts. You're a killer and incredible Fez. Oh, remember when, like, every single, like, PS3 360 shooter had a, like, rap song in its credits for some reason? That was just the thing, and it was usually like a rap song sung by one of the actors in the game. Like Modern Warfare Classic had it, with, like after you beat the game, where like it's not only a rap song, it's a rap song that uses sound effects and voice clips from the game you've just gone through. Gears of War 1 has a rap song at the end of it that's sung by Coltrane's voice actor, I think. It's like, what was that? Yes, and it's glorious. Like, what was that trend? Like, that was such a funny little trend that happened during that era, that like all the games always ended in rap songs, usually by like one of the main characters. Or that, please, thank you. Yeah, because I didn't even realize Gears of War 1 had it until I played Reloaded recently on PS5, and when I finished it, I was like, I think that's Coltrane's voice actor singing a rap song about the game we just went through. Hang on a minute, yes, there was a game in that era where they did that. I genuinely like the, it gets muted, unfortunately, if you stream it natively on PlayStation, but I genuinely love the rap song from Modern Warfare Classic. I think that song's so charming. By the way, there's something I needed to tell you. There have been sightings of terribly powerful sea monsters in various parts of the Dusk Sea. Powerful monsters? Oh, you'll be fine. Still, you should be careful when doing the investigations. If it's awkward, it's a charm. The only trouble is like, they like started, that was like what eventually led to them having licensed musics in the credits for all the games. And I really can't shake the feeling that's part, if not the sole reason why we'll never get a remaster of Black Ops 2. Because of that post-credits, like, I think, was it Black Sabbath? I can't remember what band it was in, but it was like some kind of like metal band that they had like the Black Ops gang with. And it's like, that's such a licensing hell to go back through that we probably won't ever get a remaster or something for it. The Shallie, I like Rusty Jank in Enduring Games, says. So, Shalie's sudden but busy tomorrow? Something happening? Well, tomorrow at my funeral, please come. What? Are you dying, Hom Hom? No, wait, so? Oh, time for that, I'd completely forgotten. How can you be so calm? Hom Hom's talking about his funeral, you know? Please settle down. Homura's funeral isn't something that can be avoided. Very important. I know it's important, but... Hom Hom, you can at least tell me why. Was good life. Hom Hom just went, I'm fucking done. Bye. Homura, Tinus Alexandros VII. Life ends, returns to heaven. Shallie, pray to. Shallie, soul, Homura's friend. Hom Hom, I know time together was short, but I really liked you. Yeah, he's just gonna come right back, because you know how this fucking works. Yo! What? Hom Hom revived? Welcome back. Homunculi like Homura enter an eternal slumber at set intervals. Before reviving, I was surprised too. He seemed eternal since he woke almost instantly. I'm just glad he didn't die. Not revive, reincarnate. The homunculi call it reincarnation. Does that mean Hom Hom's immortal? From our perspective, I guess it could be called immortality. From my research, new individuals are never born. So, we are not immortal, reborn. That means, not Tinus Alexandros VII, the 8th now. Homura, congratulations, good funeral. Yes, congratulations, Homura. We need to like, Shady's like, we need to come up with a new name for this. I don't get it at all, but does that mean I was sad for nothing? For homunculi, being seen off by their close friends is a very important thing. Right, Harry wanted to attend, but not friend, denied. Harry hung around, wanted to see any funeral. Harry, just nuisance. Harry, Homura's friends, our friends, all refused Harry. I don't really get it, but I know I saw something really important. Glad we get along from now too. Anyway, after that trauma... Hey, you fucking mechaphile. This seems like fucking much here. Oh, why is life so cruel? Al? What could have happened? What's wrong, Al? Oh, Shallie. Father scolded me again today. Oh, yeah, Mr. Perriand is really strict. Why did he scold you? The same old complaint that I need to be more serious as a successor to the corporation. Oh. I can kind of understand where Mr. Perriand is coming from. Are you siding with my father? No, that's not really what I meant. But even more painful than the scolding is the fact that he's deciding my future for me. What's your dream for the future anyway? And don't say anything to do with the doll robots. I want to study ancient civilization. Although I'm sure father would refuse that outright. Huh, you actually got a pretty serious dream. That's unexpected. I've always been fascinated with it. An advanced civilization, lost to time? How did they live? Grandfather's version profile here. Oh right, automatons were created during that time too. So it seems! Everything about them is shrouded in mystery. More compelling than any book or artifact. To me, Odelia really is the woman of my destiny. And it all leads back to her. And here I was almost touched for a moment. You're lucky I can't swing at you in towns. Because boy howdy. Oh, if we're going to the city's water source, it's going to be tied to Keith Griff. If I'm going to do serious shit, I'll wait until a minute later. Give me time to go through the not serious shit first before I put up with Keith Griff's lectures. And I am to fly her? If you think of anything, please tell me. Don't hold back. No need to hide anything. I didn't really intend to hide anything. Let's see. This might work. Whoa, an engine using alchemy? That central's pretty amazing. Using this as a base, we built an airship engine at the branch I used to work at. I see. It looks pretty useful. It puts out too much power like this and it's dangerous. You need to tune it properly. Oh, right. I am getting even more excited about this. Thanks, Esha. That's the spirit, Shallie. Do your best. Judy, can we ask you something? What? Well, we found something in a cave, but we don't know what it is. We thought you might know something. Oh, let me take a look. Judging by the material and age, this is definitely a relic of a past era. Does that mean it's actually worth something? Well, yes, it is very valuable. I'm surprised something like this is still around. Yay! So it really was treasure. I knew she could help. I have so much respect for her. Alright, let's see what he wants. These duplicate humans, Linker, are likely created to serve an extension of the water management devices. I was mind PSP before this game so much. Fair enough. The system has likely noticed issues in the extensions and started creating them a relatively short time ago, without even knowing that human civilization at the time had already fallen into ruin. And due to some sort of bug, they left the facility before being completed, and grew up as the Linkers. The Linker in Coal Suit said that during her childhood she remembers being taken from somewhere. That must be it. Other such facilities may exist, but the one who discovered the facility was likely an alchemist. I'm sure they thought of some scheme to abuse the duplication process. That's awful! Don't understand the difficult parts, but I still feel bad for the Linkers. Yes. It's an awful story. Despite the progress of civilization, the deeds of humans never change. But I don't think the Linkers right now are unhappy. Right, being so quick to pity them is actually rude. Logi, no way, after how the Linkers were treated? Esha, I'm just saying that we don't have the power to do anything about Linker's past. Also, right now, Linker is enjoying herself despite such a past. What's important is the present, not the past. Logi. Yeah, you're right about that. But there's alchemy that brings sorrow to people. I find that really scary. I want to use alchemy to make everyone happy. It's all too sad. We're investigating alchemy like this to prevent repeating their mistakes. Is that not enough? That's right. I don't get the difficult stuff either, but I don't want to use it to make people unhappy. Me too. We've done that up until now, and that won't change going forward. Isn't that right, Esha? Cute. Oh, that wasn't even the Keith Griff thing. Alright, old man, what do you want?
Is that pipe something you really treasure, Keith?
Nothing more than a normal pipe, really. Oh, the music. This is a piano rendition of Maria, the final boss theme of Ayasha. Da 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 da. Yeah, this is absolutely a piano rendition, or like a softer rendition of the final boss theme of Ayasha that we're hearing. I should know that because I listen to Maria quite often. I love that track. It's nothing more than a pipe, really. I see. Sure is treating it like it's really important, though. If I may interject, that pipe was from... It's just a pipe! He's just smoking that and not a cigarette, like he was in fucking Ayasha. Inside a library. You should take a break, too. Huh? Is that okay? Constantly working will drain your energy faster than you realize. Keith always seems different when he smokes that pipe. What is it? Memories of his past, I'm assuming. It's probably a hand-me-down from, like, his, like, alchemy master or whatnot. Oh, okay, now there goes the somber mood. An item to fly, you say? I know of some, but why don't you think of something yourself? I am thinking, really hard. But then I started thinking about the huge number of problems too. I figured getting some advice from a really smart, experienced person would get better results. So how do you desire to fly? Ride on or in something? Maybe holding on to something? Or simply move your body? Riding is simple. With a vehicle like a sand ship, holding on to something would need a strong grip. I'd probably get tired and fall. Even if you don't fall, there's still the danger of death by suffocation. Keith, stop. I don't want to think about something so dangerous. I'm sorry, I got a little carried away. I'll think seriously, so please stop giving me that scary look. You and your mullet can go back to, like, pondering over the lake. Anyway, what kind of shape do I want it to be? So simply moving your body itself is out. That's something like... That sounds like it would look cool, but someone might see my undies, so, no. Alright, that was super helpful, Keith. It's great to have a capable superior around. Since when am I your superior? Don't worry about the details. Anyway, thanks, Keith. But she gained quite some skills in such a short time. Both alchemists here are on the level of monsters. You know, because my throat's tired, I'm finding it easier to do gravelly old man voice, because my voice is kind of gravelly. The sky is so far, yet so close. So close, yet so far. You seem to be in a good mood. Yeah, but I'm thinking right now. Well, then make sure to focus, my future grand alchemist. I'm trying to think of a plan, but it's harder than expected. I remember the last time I fought this hard. My head hurts. I wonder if I have a fever. Oh, I can't think of anything! This is awful. I can't do anything at all. Why are you yelling at yourself? It's kind of creepy. Yes, reinforcements! Miruka, this is all I've ever wanted in my entire life. Please help me. Huh? You put this here and do this. Yes, okay, I see. And then set it like this. That should work out roughly. Oh, that was easy to understand. Miruka, you're really smart. I just put your thoughts onto paper. You understand things, but you're just bad at organizing your thoughts. I can't say you're complimenting me or insulting me, but this should finish the recipe. So, what are you going to do with something like this? Well, you see, your childhood friend is going to become the world's first flying alchemist. Why? Because it's cool? Do I need any other explanation? I get to fly! I wanted to see the same thing as I did back then. Back when? Back when my master saved me, flying on her broom. Stella was just a speck from up there.
I thought the world was a super big place. I didn't have anything to do with me. But I was wrong. If I can fly, the world will get smaller, and I can go anywhere. I could even bring my mum to Central. At first, all I wanted was to satisfy myself, but when studying alchemy, I discovered more important things. It's really fun to work for the sake of others. I didn't understand that when I was picking up trash on the street. But I've got a ton of dreams now. If I don't accomplish this, I won't be able to move on to other things. This is just the first step. I didn't expect you to think about that much. That's rude. I'm growing too, you know. Do your best. I'm sure you can do it. Although I don't know about being the world's first. Thanks, Miruka. I'll definitely complete this. Aw. I'm surprised how quickly, Flying Board, how quickly they kind of dropped her mother's illness. It gets kind of partially or mostly resolved off screen by the other Shallie just doing it. Oh my god, level 75? I have everything for it as well, god damn it. Hang on, let me try and make some shit. Hang on, just 'cause I want to make one fucking thing. I don't know why I'm putting so much effort into this, it really barely matters. Because I'm going to immediately just swap it over onto something else.
属性値を上げよう。まだまだいける。まだまだいける。やあ、どの戦力を引き継ごう。これでよし、これで完成だ。
We're so far away still. The millionaire's full course with smoked meat and apple tart. Elix, we need to be level 70 fucking 4. I'm boiling. 1 second, let me just open a window. There we are, I'm back. Right, it doesn't really matter what we make with this. I'm not using my fucking Dunkel heights, though, if you can believe it. Stop trying to put the Dunkel heights in front of me. Fucking stop it. It's like, oh, you do, don't you? No, fuck off.
材料の力を引き出そう。こうしちゃえ。便利なスキルを使うよ。便利。いやー、どの戦力を引き継ごう。これ、よーし、これでレベルアップ。材料何にしようかな。
Heaven's Vine. Oh, Heaven's Vine sapling Geofront. Alright, I guess. We're going to the Heaven's Vine then, because I do want to make that. Oh, Jesus Christ, I was away for a minute. Hang on, let me go to Heaven's Vine. See if I can find some of this shit. Oh. Water sources were more abundant when I was a child. Land seems barren long ago too. Back then, advanced technology from the past civilization was much more active than now. Automatons like me were tasked with various specialized occupations. Are those three talking about different times? Seems like it. Okay, good start. Fucking hell, Logi. Aha, okay, we got 2 more. I think it said we need 8 total. I know we started with 2, so I'll just do that. Oh, you're considered strong enough that we need to fight you as well, huh? Okay. Bro, do you, like, resist everything? Oh, you didn't. Yeah, fucking resist the meteorite, fuckers. Oh, okay. I didn't realize it would just empty it out like that. Hang on. Okay, I have 4 of these. Okay, I need more. Oh, gee. Oh, I need to get rid of 15 fucking items. Uh oh. There we go. Alright, is it just so I can make the warp ring? Not that I really need it, but it would be nice. Okay, I think we get 2 per pull, but I'll do 1 more just so we have some extras. Yeah, okay, let's schmooze out of here. Okay, let's go sicko mode. Look at how many, like, points I have to mess with, how many slots I have to mess with. Fuck it. Like, what else I want to chuck on this? For shits and giggles. No, I'll just make it. Damn. Hey Miruka, I wanted to ask you something. What is it? It looks like you're in a hurry. Well, I tried making an exploration tool. Do you know what it does? I thought you'd know. You're making things you don't even know how to use? How random. Hey, don't say that, just tell me. It's a travel gate. What's that? If you have this, you can go back to town anytime. That sounds so useful, I'm going to try it right now. It's not like I don't like that trait of you, Shal, but it sure is tiring. To Orfar Village by pressing R1? Oh, that's hella convenient. Do I need to have it equipped, though? Probably, hang on. Ah, yes! That's a cute little animation. Okay, this... You selling anything new, Harry? No, you big useless old man. Is Mr. Grumman here? Oh, hello, Miss Linker. Yo, Linker 7. I have documents from the chairman. Please check them over. Thank you. I'm grateful that you're quick with your work. Linker 8, bad at paperwork, right, Sol? That's right. The Linker at Coal Suits, excellent at combat, but her paperwork was quite poor. So, you know other Linkers? Yet you weren't surprised? There's nothing strange. The Linker here just needs to be herself. I translate Sol's words. Linker 7 different from Linker 8 makes her unique. Homura, there's no need to. I feel same, no problems. You're right, I'm grateful. Doesn't matter how similar she looks to someone else. Miss Linker will always be Miss Linker. That's right, looks don't matter. I had a feeling. So, give shiny. Again? I suppose I can't help it. I'm feeling down, this is good. What's wrong, Hum Hum? You're acting all gloomy. Today, wind is just strange. It seems knowing homunculi were artificial life forms created by humans as experiments is bothering him. I see. If I was the same way, I'd probably feel depressed too. But you need to cheer up. You'll always be our friends, so... I give shiny. So, you're shiny really good. Thank you. So, reason I'm different from others because was made that way. I don't think it's something you need to worry over. You'll always be yourself. Shiny, good. Soul genuinely looks depressed as shit back there, bless him. He actually feels real bad. What's going over there? Jeez, you never change, Rafer. Oh, right. And you ain't changed the believer, Escher. Ah, I've grown, you know. Although past a certain age, women don't enjoy being told that they've changed. Sol, you aren't helping. I think men and women are the same in that regard. It may be a good idea to open a discussion about the correlation between age and development. And how many customers would that attract? You seem awfully close-minded for someone so young, Sol. How unfortunate. But Sol is still a lot more relaxed than he used to be, right? Not both. Escher, government officials are often seen as very conservative by others. Yeah, the government official so Grumman needs to be serious. I don't know how I feel about that. Come on, don't worry about the details. This seems to be a reunion of friends who haven't seen each other in a while. By the way, Rafer, are you still saving your money? Have you bought a house yet? Well, you see, Esha, I was invited by Hurry to go on an adventure. It costs quite a bit of money to come this far, but in my wallet's been getting thinner, if you know what I mean. I see. Now that I think about it, this is pretty far from Backseat. But you couldn't possibly think that this journey was a pointless experience. I guess so. Yeah, I still can't really argue with Harry. Even Soul's smiling. It must be nice to have old friends like that. Hope we'll be able to do that someday too. Who was it that gave you those seeds anyway, Esha? Can you not meet them now? How did you? It just seems like that. Sounds like it wasn't Logi then. I had high hopes for a while since you'd be close to give flower seeds as a gift. What? Why would you bring that up? Ah, you're so cute when you get flustered. Couldn't help it. I don't even know what to say. She wished for more plants to grow on this earth for a long, long time ago. Long before any of us were born. That long ago, huh? What kind of person is she? Could she have been an automaton? She's not an automaton. She's called a controller. But her soul was the same as us. I can't really explain it. She'd given up on us humans, but came to an understanding, and she gave me these seeds. That's why I want to make this land great again. Green again. Let's not say make this land great again. Let's not fucking say that. That is a terrible fucking sentence to say in today's climate. That was dyslexia kicking in the worst time. I made a promise with her. An ancient alchemy created the dusk, but that's not all there is to alchemy. It sounds like people were thinking of ways to solve the dusk too. Yeah, I think so too. If used properly, alchemy can make a better world. Look, I had a great fucking flub the other day at work. There was like... The parent just grinned at me because she knew that like it was a genuine just like flub of the words and didn't mean anything by it. But there was like this toddler when I was like, you know, working, who came up to me and started like talking to me about the lights and how like one of them wasn't working properly. And so I, you know, went into like, you know, how you talk to kids. I was like, yeah, I know there's some repair people that are coming and they're going to hit a big ladder and they're going to climb right up there and they're going to put these wires together and it's going to make it all shiny and like and bright. So anyway, my brain put shiny and bright together, so I went all shite and I was like, nope, shiny and bright. And the parent just looked at me and grinned because it's like they knew like my brain just flubs and I was like, sorry, glitched in the matrix. I see Catler over there. That's unusual. Val looks serious. I wonder what they're talking about. Val was quite the tough customer. What happened? Business here is starting to slow down, so I was thinking of trying my luck somewhere else close by. But he scolded me and said that crossing the Dusk Sea on foot was too dangerous. Of course it is. It's even more dangerous to go alone. I thought I'd get by somehow. No, that's impossible. Just no. I object to that too. Don't worry, Raoul gave me a tongue lashing. I won't push my luck. There's a lot of nice people in this city, but it's kind of inconvenient. No way, she's planning to leave town? It would get kind of lonely, but I guess that can't be helped. Still, it's pretty great to take advantage of all the kindness to make money. Oops, did I say take advantage? Let's just get our secret between us, okay? Anyway, I need to get to work on getting new items. Please feel free to visit anytime. She's pretty tough. Maybe I could learn something from her. Sure, I'll pick up the fucking neighborhood. Oh, I guess I was gonna say dinosaur. Have we encountered this one? Yes, we have. Alright, I pressed down one more time than that, but the game didn't register it. Oh, you have perfect timing. There's actually a tiny problem. What is it? I usually sell rare items, but their rarity comes from not being seen often or being unknown. Sure, it sounds about right. That's why they need an explanation. I have an idea for notes to make things easier to understand at a glance. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. But I just have no idea how to write a good sales explanation. I'd think you two would know a lot about strange items from experience as alchemists. Not at all. We make a lot of things, but they aren't really for selling. Yeah, that's true. That's a problem. Oh, I know. Drew might be able to help. Her writing's pretty interesting. Yeah, we should ask her. Jury! There's something you wanted to ask you. If you're writing a description for something, what things do you need to look out for? You need to make it truthful and easy to understand. That's all, really. Why? Well... I see. Let me see the item. It's this clock. Apparently it was found on a shipwreck in the Dusk Sea. Oh, this. I didn't think I'd see it again. In that case, you should do the trick. Oh, this is pretty easy to understand. I just happened to be there when this clock was excavated. You could use that if you like it. Thank you very much. I'm sure I'll be able to sell it in no time. Oh, also, I know I didn't mention this sooner, but there are some other things I want written. Maybe 20, no, 30 things. I was just saying I happen to know the origin of that specific clock. I can't write on all of these, just go. Well, that's too bad. If she wrote things for all of them, I'm sure I would have sold out immediately. I think it's a lot to ask for that much. Yeah, I think the only way you would have been able to maybe convince her is if you told her she'd get a part of the cut. And then you worked on it slowly but surely. It is kind of funny when, like, Cortis or, like, Jury shows up, because it's so clear that they're tied to Shalestra more, that it's like, because I don't play as Stera, these two kind of feel like they get sidelined a bit. Whilst I know if I played as her, they'd probably get the focus, but, Miruka probably would get less. Miruka and Wilbur would probably get less of a focus. It's just kind of like a cool thing. It's like, yeah, like Jury and Cortis, I forget they're there and forget they even have characters, because it's like, no, I'm not playing as the one that would engage with them much more often. So what's the friendship level for everyone? 100, 52, 100 makes sense, 56, 100 also makes sense, 31, oh, okay, Keith Griff is starting to appreciate us, cool. 88, 37, I'm surprised that's that low considering how often we use Escher. 32, that makes sense. 36, 34. I'm going to talk to Adelia first. Miss Adelia, I've been meaning to ask this for a while, but what did you do before this? I was a librarian at a facility known as the Sway Tertum. I was still gathering and sorting information in that capacity. Oh, that sounds like work where you'd need to use your head. Pretty awesome. There's no question when it comes to the assigned duty of the automaton. We have been optimized for our roles. However, some automatons exist that can perform roles beyond their assigned duties. One, for instance, became an adoptive mother and housekeeper after being released from her duties. It sounds like automatons can do anything. Yes, top-class automatons must be capable of functioning in any capacity to be categorized as such. Therefore, I decided to become the assistant to a researcher seeking the truth of the world. I am a top-class automaton, after all. I cannot allow other automatons to surpass my capabilities. You got a lot of enthusiasm, Miss Adelia. By the way, Master. What? Perhaps we should have some tea. I've become tired of speaking. Also, I would like to have some fine sweets. She'd be top class if she didn't act like this. But she really is like a human. I think that's amazing. Also, I appreciate that Adelia and Keith Griff have travelled together for so long. Because although not majorly, you can tell that Adelia's like slightly kooky nature has rubbed off and like softened Keith Griff a little bit. He's not the piece of shit moody man that he was in Aisha. He's still annoying. He's still grumpy all the time, but you can tell he's softened a bit. I imagine Aisha being like being around him as well also has something to do with it. Like two very happy, bubbly people that are kind of quirky and different would eventually start like wearing down the sharp edges that Keith Griff has. So it's kind of like, it is appreciated to kind of see that he has softened a bit. The tea Miss Adelia made was really good. She sure eats a lot, though. Yeah, I don't even know how she fits it all in. Hard-boiled types. No, I love most hard-boiled types. The problem is how they approach Keith Griffin, Ayesha specifically. I've warmed up to him, but in Ayesha specifically, no, I hated him. He got under my skin because his hard-boiled, gruff nature of making sure Ayesha figures it out for herself so she can be strong enough to face the world, although good-intentioned, genuinely endangered people just to serve his, like, goal of training her up. And that's where the line started to get drawn, where I was just like, no. For me personally, he ended up falling slightly flat in that regard because he actively allowed Neo to be further endangered just because he wanted to test Ayesha. And it's like, if you knew, and you knew exactly where she was and exactly what to do, endangering a literal teenager just to prove a point doesn't make me suddenly think you're a cool, misunderstood character. It makes me think you're an asshole, you know? There's morally grey, but he's too close to black with that morally grey. He became more grey in this game, where he's still an asshole, but he's prepared to, you know, see the fine line and understand when he's needed and when he isn't. Like, he wasn't prepared to help us until he saw value in us. And now he's prepared to help, but only as long as we keep on moving forward ourselves. That's how he should have been in Ayesha. Give Ayesha the pointers to find the path, but still keep back. But no, he literally took shit from Ayesha because he felt she wasn't good enough yet. Further pushing back parts of the story and pushing back the journey to save Neo. At that point, that's a character that I just don't want to put up with. Like, Heathcliff wound me up in Ayesha. I appreciate the journey he's had, and I appreciate where he is now. I think he's a much more appreciable character now. But we had to get there. At the end, when I finished Ayesha, I was like, why does anyone like this fuckhead? You know, like, I genuinely came out of Ayesha not getting it. I was just like, this guy's just annoying. I did go through, I've mentioned it before, that I went through Ayesha again off stream and followed a guide to get, like, the true ending. And through that, like, you know, going to the facility, fighting the harder version of the final boss, getting more involved with understanding the fundamentals of how the Dusk works, I did get to appreciate him a little bit more, but there's still pieces of Keithgriff, especially in Ayesha, that are hard to appreciate, shall I say. For me, at least. Like, I came out of Ayesha like, I don't want to see this man much again. And when I, like, heard murmurings of him in Escher and Logi, I was like, oh, here we go. But thankfully, he doesn't have much of a presence in that game. But the presence he's had in this game has been a lot better. The way they've handled him in this game, I think, is a lot better. Because he's still Keithgriff, but he's not actively endangering people for the sake of a point. It's just he won't help you unless you prove your worth to him. Which is like, that's just part of his character. I'm used to that kind of slight ego that he has, where he thinks if you're not worthy of his time, he will not give you it. Like, I've adjusted to that part of his crank. I also like his drip. Like, I can't knock his costume. I love, like, the metal half glove. I love the rings. I love the tattoos on the back of his hand that you can just about see. You know, I love the giant fucking trench coat. I love, like, the more, like, almost like a suit underneath the trench. I don't really care for the mustache, but that's just personal preferences. Like, I love the drip. Sure, is an odd analogy. What, does that mean you're actively endangering my sister too to try and make me stronger? What? No, I'm kidding. Seem to be running low. This isn't good. You've been smoking too much, Master. It's true that quitting wouldn't affect my life much, but it's good to have some luxuries. I'm sure you can sympathize with that. There's something that you can't seem to live without either. No, not that, Lord. I know what you mean. A luxury. I suppose you mean my sweets. I agree completely. But then, equally, I think Heathcliff could go to learn a thing or two about Ayesha and how Ayesha sees the world. So if you're using that parallel, then it works. Because, yeah, there are a few things I wish that you could adjust to be a little easier on. There you have it. Could I ask something of you? Positive and vulnerable traits. Positive? Question mark? No, I get it. Could I ask something of you? What do you need? I'd like you to gather the herbs listed here. I don't mind if other varieties are mixing a little, so try to hurry. Do I have what you're after? Here you go, Mr. Keith. Is that okay? Sorry about that. I'll be more careful not to run out in the future. Ah! What's this flavor? Huh? Did I mix in something bad? I can't smoke this. How awful. And yet he's trying again anyway. Like any smoker I know. Oh, this tastes disgusting. Smokes more. Yeah, thanks. Yes, this is the flavor. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to say that what you brought is bad. It seems that I've grown accustomed to the medicinal herb mix and can't use anything else. I guess he's trying to look after his health. That's unexpected. Are the ingredients good for your health? It's simply not harmful to the body. My unworthy apprentice would get angry when I smoke tobacco, after all. Oh, that's why you're not smoking cigarettes anymore, because Ayesha taught you to fucking stop doing that. Or at least stop doing it inside of a library. So I've been using this herbal mix since then, so she stops pestering me about my health. So Keith listens to what Ayesha tells him. That's unexpected. If it's medicinal, what does it do? Oh, speaking of the garden fairy herself. I'm sorry I'm an unworthy apprentice, Keith. I'm not so shameless as to go around calling you my one and only apprentice, that's all. Those herbs have the effect of purging the filth from all the tobacco you smoked and strengthening your lungs. Well, it's true that it's easier to breathe after switching to this. It seems he's finally calmed down. Perhaps I should eat some sweets myself. Should I make some tea? I'll prepare some snacks. When it comes to mixing herbs, it seems none can compare to the greatest of herbalists. Well, I suppose a break like this is what good once in a while too. Yeah, I'm glad he moved off cigarettes and went on to fucking herbal medicine in a pipe. But then, like, I've always been, like, my parents' biggest annoyance because I will always get on their case when they smoke too much. I was saying, my natural father I don't talk to anymore. I have no idea if he still smokes or if he smokes often. He used to go through, like, a fair amount a day. Like, kind of like a concerning amount a day. Keith, are you smoking? Ayesha. Here you go, more of your herbal smoking mix. You were running short, right? Yes. Thank you. I heard about it from Stera. You seem to be acting odd lately. I told you to let me know if you ever start running short. I wasn't acting oddly. I just wanted to start making it myself. I'm sorry to tell you, but there's actually a trick to making this herbal mix. And while they may be herbs, it isn't good to smoke too much of it. You're always saying not to be excessive. I know. However, I need this when I'm thinking. Yeah, I've noticed anytime... I noticed it in Ayesha as well. Anytime Keith is lost in thought, that's when he starts smoking. Like, it's his creature habit. It's Keith Griffith's creature habit, is that he always smokes when he's lost in thought. But because he's been thinking a lot more in this game, he's been smoking a lot more, which is kind of problematic. Whilst Ayesha is the little sister who's, like, this fucking, like I said, garden fairy. She genuinely looks like a fae from the woods in this game. Who, like, wants everyone to be healthy and their best and whatnot. And Keith Griffith is just here smoking a dime a dozen. Besides, you've already learned all of my techniques. My death shouldn't inconvenience you in any way. What are you saying? I want to keep seeking the truth with you, Keith. And that's why you need to stay healthy forever. You're simply being idealistic. You already know humans have a limited lifespan. However, I'll try my best. If they ever do a Dusk 4, I kind of hope they do what they did with Rorona with Laloa, where like it's based quite a good amount of time later, where like the whole cast have kind of matured into adults. Also, because I want to see like what a borderline retirement or post-retirement Keithgriff would be like. You know, like after the dusk has mostly settled as a problem. Because I imagine there'll still be parts of the world that recover slower after the problem's fixed and whatnot. Like you see like Aisha kind of take over the role of investigating the dusk full force. Whether she becomes even more of a fucking forest fairy like she already kind of has. Whether Neo will be more involved, you know, because Neo's kind of... Like, it's weird how Neo was such a big focus of the first game, and then just kind of got benched for the rest of the trilogy. To see how the Shayleys grow up, to see how Escher and Luigi grow up. Is the boomer type himself. Oh, yeah, absolutely. He is the type of person that'll keep on working until he literally can't. I thought we just saw something great. Bloody, they'll notice us. And also, like, it would be, like... I say that, I know they wouldn't, but I would love for them to, like, actually commit to Escher and Logi's relationship. Like, we fast forward 10 years in the future and we find out, like, they're married or something. They don't even have to be, like, super, like, cutesy about it. They really don't have to. It could just be, like, even like a throwaway, like, oh yeah, they're married now. Like, you know, just something. That would be cute. Anyway, back to alchemy. Broken items? Where do I get broken items? I'll keep that in mind. I would like to make a living trash can, because I'm really fucking curious how that would work. We've seen some results, fair enough. I mean, yeah, like, if I ever did streaming full-time, I can't imagine myself, like, hard stopping retiring. I can more imagine myself, like, when I get older, that it gets harder, like, when I get, like, real old, just doing less. Or if I become completely irrelevant, then maybe retiring. Not that I'm planning on going anywhere, I'm only 26, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Or heck, alternatively, I do this as a hobby mostly, so even if I keep my other job full time, or get a better job because Jesus Christ, do I not really enjoy my job anymore? I will just work around it, but I'll still always find time for it. What I do need to do though is actually find time to do my fucking spell check on my book and actually publish the fucking thing. I've been sitting on it for like nearly a year now. I need to just like get off my ass and do it. I don't know if I say past 60, but I don't mind. I mean 50 if I'm lucky, fairs. But I'm always like, the biggest thing that always holds me back is just the blunt reality of I'm always strapped for cash. Or like, I'm always like struggling for cash, I should say. I'm always trying to get more money. That's why I bring up the Patreon, because I'm always on the... I'm not poor, obviously I can afford and look after myself and I work a job, but you get my point. It's like, there's always a few pennies cleaner I'd like to be comfortable. I'm always looking for like new opportunities to put like some pennies in my pocket because I have to be real with it. It's the world we live in. No, there's one slight change I want to make to my first book that I'll do whilst I'm doing my spell check anyway, just because it will work better for something in the second book that I'm setting up. But like, I know I am like in a position where I just want to publish it. Even if people don't like it, which I'm not going to be like arrogant and be like, oh, I think it's going to be the best thing ever. But I'm genuinely really proud in what I've made, and I think anyone who reads it will get something out of it, I hope. But I've just been sitting on it for too long. I need to just get it out there. I need people to experience the Demon of Xenelheim.
これでよしこれで完成だ材料何にしようかなよし調合開始次行ってみよ
What armor around here in dark fair? Oh, I did have like a crazy brainstorm because I wasn't like streaming anime yesterday and wrote a lot of like book 2. And also put a lot of notes together of how like book 2 is gonna go out and how it's gonna come together. Which is part of the reason why I want to make a slight change to one tiny aspect. And like to jump the gun, the only aspect that's changing is and this is what I mean by like it's super tiny, is at the very end of the book when the main villain is finally killed, I want her blood to be black instead of red. Because I want to lead into something to do with the dragon's inheritance. And how it affects those who do inherit its power with the sequel. And I want to like have the first glimmer of a tease be present in the very end of the first book. So like I said, it's a tiny fucking change. But it matters enough to me that I want it to be something that when you get to the later books, there will be someone out there that might go, hang on a fucking minute. You know, like they'll go, hang on a minute. This was alluded to back in the end of the first book. You know, that kind of thing. Fair enough. The audience of one me, and he was like, that's cool too. I mean, yeah, like for me, like the idea of publishing a book, it's less about if someone loves or hates it. It's more like to have that pride in myself to say I've done it. To be able to have my head up high and say, this is an accomplishment that I have made. And if I ever have, like, if I ever settle down and have kids in the future or whatever, it's something that I can share with them and be like, this is what your dad made. You know, this is what your father made. But every time I put it in front of a test audience, people seem to like my book, so I'm kind of hopeful. Or positive. Getting into the third book of the week is it might be my strongest narratively. And I'm glad that you've kind of come around to that for yourself. What level did I need for that fucking thing? 75, okay. So if you can't tell, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that. I don't know where the hell I'm going to fit it in my inventory, but I'm going to try my best. Oh, you only made one? Awesome. Not that any of this really matters, it's just to do it. Nope. Oh, it requires a dunkel height. Interesting. and an aroma materia. I feel like I need the aroma materia for something else though, so I'll keep hold of it.
材料何にしようかな。これでよし、照合開始。ダメだダメだ、うまくいく気がしないな。便利なスキルを使うよ。こんな感じで属性値を上げよう。これでどうなるんだろう。今のところいいんじゃないかな。便利なスキルを使うよ。便利いやどの戦力を引き継ごう。これでいいかな。
My first boot is the messiest because of it as a setup. But soon to be. First reaction is. Fair enough.
よし、これで完成だ。
I said my first book as a whole is pretty solid because I only introduce like lore explanations specifically when it's relevant as it goes through, but there's like references to it throughout, so you can pick up on things early, but it won't be like you won't be like stopped to be explained on it until it's relevant. Like there's mentions of dragons and demons as soon as the book starts, but neither are relevant immediately, so they don't get mentioned. The dragons don't get mentioned until right near the end of the book.
よしやるぞ。属性値を上げよう。あと一声。便利なスキルを使うよ。こんな感じでしょ。便利。いやどの戦力を引き継ごう。これでよし、これで完成だ。
It's actually this middle one that I'm working on that's probably going to be like the messiest of the trilogy, just because there's so much of it being the middle piece and establishing so much that's then going to become the explosive that ignites the third one that needs to be acknowledged.
これでどうだ。こうしやどの戦力をこれよし、これで完成だ。材料何にしようかな。
I know what you mean. He's like he'll like go over it and like clean it into something like that's not insane or as insane.
便利なスキルを使うよ。属性値をよし、順調。こうしたらいけそう。いやどの戦力を引き継ごう。これでよし、これで新しい
72. Alright, 3 more levels if we can make this fucking flying thing. Well, potentially. I don't even know where I'm going to fit it afterwards.
よし、調合開始。
That's all I'm doing here. That's all I'm killing time to do here is just trying to make this fucking thing.
これでどうだ。よし、よし、順調。こうしたらいけそう。
Ooh, reduce item level ingredients to 0. Ooh, but it costs a lot. Okay.
これでどうだ。便利なスキルを使う。どの戦力を引き継ごう。これでよし、これで完成だ。材料何にしようかな。よし、調合開始。あと一声。便利なスキルを使う。じゃんじゃんいこ。これでどうだ。よし、材料の力を引き出そう。属性値を上げよう。属性どの戦力を引き継ごう。これよし、これで材料何にしようかな。
Oh, this is something we've actually got to pay attention to now. Fuck. Hang on, hang on.
属性を変化させちゃおう。こうしたらいけそう。便利なスキル。
I'll say that alone, the mutated Torn alone would be our demon that would get that through.
今のところいいんじゃないかな。もうちょい。便利なスキルを使うよ。今のところいいんじゃないかな。
Irrelevant. I've been building my ideas. I wrote net fanfiction, wrote a poem to reference the around it. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I get it. When I was like 11, my like first real story I ever wrote was borderline just Bravely Default, because that was like a game I was really into at the time. I wanted to write something like it, so I did. No, I don't want to use my aroma material. Hang on. I nearly, that was like impulsive. I nearly clicked it. But I've been writing more original stuff for like ages now. I know, I've been writing for like 15 years. And I haven't like really published anything, but that's why I'm like having more confidence in my abilities now, because I have been at it for like forever. Which is scary to think about as well, because I look back at Angels and Humans, the very first book I ever wrote, and I read it and I'm like, this is so shit. But like, obviously you had to start somewhere, so of course. Oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to make this anything special. That's fine. I feel like I've always done okay with writing people as a whole. Like, I'm not going to say I'm any kind of expert with it, but I always feel like I've done okay. Oh, Fez. I mean, that's kind of funny in itself, though, that you just kind of go, oh, wait, fuck. You know, like, that would just kind of happen like that. Well, I can imagine you sitting there, like, on your desk writing, and you're just going, wait a minute, I recognize this. So all this equipment we're making, I will go through everyone and see if anyone wants it, like, afterwards. It's just, once again, I'm trying to see if I can hit the level I need while I'm at it. So it's kind of like two birds with one stone here. I'm getting endgame equipment, which I already said at the start of the stream that my focus is going to be more prepping for endgame anyway. Because tomorrow I'm going to try and keep on streaming until we finish, come rain or shine. Because I'm not doing anything else anyway. Oh, I have no red, huh? Alright. I'm just like, how the fuck did I write this in 0809? Like, holy hell, I didn't even wish this one was Algorithm was 74. God damn it. Where? Let me have a look. Let me just Google it. How do you get broken items? Atelier Shallie. Disassembling from Miruka. Oh, that makes sense. Hey, what's the one thing I've never done in this game? Because I've never felt the need to. Hey, BRB. Oh, fuck. Hey, can you tell it's been a minute? I wonder if Miruka is imbuing things today. I think I hear something. Miruka? All you do is work every day. You should do things you want to more. There's not really anything I want to do. Technique is psychology through monologue. She says positive. Fair enough. I'm trying to think what would be a good example. Like, for me, it's a lot of, like, in what's the unsaid, and being able to, as an audience, go, oh, like, it's like, as characters do things. Like, if a character goes, oh, can I talk to you? And when they go, yeah, sure, what's up? And they go, ah, no, never mind. You, as the audience, should be able to know what she wants, what that character wanted to say, even though they didn't, like, say it, sort of thing. And that's kind of, like, where my strength comes in. That I'm good at, like, having the unsaid be said. Or the other way around, sorry. Having the what could be said be unsaid, and you being able to read between the lines as an audience go, oh, okay. Like, that I genuinely am quite good at doing. At, like, at having unwritten lines of dialogue that you as the audience can read, even though it's not on the paper, if that makes sense. Like, you have a character have something and you go, oh. Or like someone grabbing the wrist of another character about to march into danger and going, no, you can't. And the other person just turn and give them a glance, and it's enough to make the character let go because they have an understanding, and you as the audience can read between that line and go, oh no, they get it. They understand this is something that needs to happen. Struggle to convey, fair enough. Or like to escalate it. During like most of the third act, Azel in Demon of Zenelheim is genuinely scared of Amelia Charlotte, the main villain. And when it's mixed in with all the PTSD and trauma that she's experienced, Amelia kind of almost becomes like the crux/centerpiece of all of her trauma and anxiety. And so although she doesn't always say something whenever Amelia's brought up, or especially whenever she's seen, there's enough subtlety, but enough of unspoken words that you as the audience can see how much she's unnerved and how much Amelia has become like the centerpiece of her trauma now. And because Amelia knows it too, she can revel in it to make Azel weaker whenever she needs her to be, so she can try and accomplish her goals easier without Azel getting in the way. Survivor's guilt, yeah. But then that also ends up tying into like the whole general thing with, I've mentioned this before, but in Demon of Zenelheim, and this is across the whole trilogy, every single character has a different reaction and different mindset, both short-term and long-term, to death and suffering. Like, some see it as more necessary, or they'll do it impulsively in the short term, but struggle with it more in the long term. Some people, like, break in the moment, but are quick to get over it. You know, like, everyone's slightly different about how they handle it. Azel is someone that will act in the moment and do what is needs to be done, but it's clear, even though she'll never say anything about it, that it weighs on her mind as time passes. Whilst her partner, Luna Min, is almost the other way around. When she's forced to kill someone to save someone she cares about, it scares the ever-living shit out of her, and really breaks her for the rest of the day. But as time goes on, she starts to be able to reason and explain it to herself why that specific encounter had to happen. So, like, over time, she kind of heals from it, whilst Azel, she takes it on the chin at first, but starts to suffer from it. I'll earn the money. You should do things you enjoy. I don't want your money. Sorry, but I can't concentrate. Do you mind leaving? Whilst jumping to the second book, Rei will do everything in her power to not do it, but her long-term issue with it is that she's quick to try and pass the blame onto someone else so she can remove herself from responsibility of whatever's happened. She doesn't necessarily mean to. She kind of autopilot. She'll go, yeah, but this person was here trying to do this, so I didn't have a choice. Like, you know, she'll do what she can to, like, remove herself from the responsibility. And like, I get Kieran up a lot, I don't get Fez. Juri, that was that... Don't worry about it. You must have seemed strange to you. Are you fighting with Maruka? There's no specific reason why. She's been like this ever since she came back from Central. For some reason, she's distancing herself. I don't think we could even have an argument in this headspace. Oh, but when you said you're earning money, is it maybe for Maruka? I once let her go study in Central again, but she seems to think I'm just bothering her. Don't mention this to Maruka. If that's what you want. Maruka, what happened? Anyway, can you, like, break something apart for me? Is that a broken thingy-mabob? No, it's a slag fragment, fuck. Hey, broken item. Alright, we're on the board. Sand crystal. I can't remember how many broken items I needed, so I'm just gonna get a few. Oh, fuck. Hey, I think that's all we can get. Uh-oh. I mean, whilst we're here, you might as well try and make some better equipment. It's been a while. I'm sure we could do with the upgrade. But this is what I mean, what I was getting at was, like, most of this stream today is just going to be prep work. Actually advancing in the story and wrapping up the game will be tomorrow, probably. Or at least I'm going to try and finish it tomorrow. If things are infinite world, is that for Gary to stop and recognize that it's okay to let go of control, to indulge once in a while, to fight the war later you need. But yeah. Yeah. Is what I loved it as well. I love that you actually got to, like, basically see him let his guard down a bit more. Because even though he fucks around every now and then, like, you know, there's always silly scenes and things he gets involved with, you can always tell there's a degree of, like, well, a guard that he always has up. And it was really appreciated to see him finally kind of let that very deliberately kind of slip a little bit. And about time, too, because fucking hell, man. Yeah. Okay, I didn't think... And hidden effect, I haven't got to work once. I think it's a myth. I think it's just there to, like, get you, to make you go, oh, maybe. What were the charms for? Oh, okay, I don't give a fuck about him. Hmm. Nice. I had a feeling we'd be good, but I had to do that. Yeah, it's also like getting back to it. It's like it's part of the reason why it's like I'm also okay taking a break from Yakuza now. It's like I've done my bit. I've seen kind of like a lot of what I wanted to see. And yes, I'm still excited for future stuff, and I'm sure like it will be great whenever 9 comes around and whatnot. But like I've also done a lot of Yakuza and a lot of Kiryu over the years. It's like I'm okay stepping back for a while to do something else. Like it's not like he's going anywhere. That's the one I don't use. Oh, I don't use you, sorry. Same struggles with this. Majima Gaiden. Yeah, I think we spoke about this a few times, but it's like the thing with Yakuza is I did like it. I just didn't like it as much as the rest. Like I still thought it was fine. It's just kind of like it was a bit silly and safe. I get what it was trying to do. I get what it was talking about. I get where it was going, but I'm just like, it's all right. It was like the only time in a Yakuza game though that I've ever felt like it was too easy. But I also know that the game's kind of like has way too many upgrades that you get access to too early, which is part of the reason why you just get X and Y things and suddenly you're gaming. You're like you just take off. Burst gauge attack by a small amount. No. Zemron is also in my top 3 fares. The Proto Phantom. Oh, we're really just making everything we can today, huh? Hey, at least when we go into tomorrow's stream, we can be like, hey, look, we did everything we could, huh? And if I still get destroyed by like some boss or another, I can be like, well, fuck. Now, to be honest, I think if anything, I'm over-prepared. I feel like we were already kind of on top of everything, like, the last few chapters. Like, I don't think I need to do any of this, but fuck it, we're here anyway. I want, Akiyama. I want Akiyama Gaiden. I also just want him carnally. No, I mean, I don't care. Fucking, you're making me use my Dunkel Heights. I need these, gamers. Gamers, stop asking for Dunkel Heights. He was that in pre-infinite wealth. But after Akiyama Gaiden, I don't really want any more like Gaiden like side story games. Obviously, I still want Gaiden games in the sense of like having smaller side stories that are like just kind of like nice in-betweens that they can't really fit in a main game, because I think they're fun in that regard. I just think like I don't think we need any more like character specific ones. Like I don't really care for a Seijima one because like Seijima is kind of like the weakest part of Yakuza 4 and 5. Especially 5 because it's just escape prison and fight a bear and then go to Dreamland.
力を引き継ぐの。これで完成よ。材料はどれにする？
Now, I'll hold off on armor. I've already gone, like, buck wild with this. Let's see what everyone's, like, damage stat is. 290, 318, damn. 365, because, of course. 262, but that she's more general anyway. 346, 374! Wilbell! I've got some of these points to spend, so I should spend some of them. Hang on. It should be. But we don't know. Let's see if we it might be a while yet before we see what's next for Yakuza, because if that leak ends up being true, which I'm pretty sure it is, we're getting Kiwami 3 next. Then it's Stranger Than Heaven. So then after Stranger Than Heaven, but Stranger Than Heaven I think is going to be a while later yet. Well, I think Stranger Than Heaven is at minimum 2027. I don't think it'll be out next year. Oh. You can't be free. You say this, but I'm sure you'll still have a good time anyway. Even if it's a better or worse time regardless, I'm sure you'll still enjoy it, because it's Yakuza 3. Hey, something I wanted to ask you. What is it? Worried about something? Remember before when you asked Keith to help with your mum's medicine? If we asked, maybe he could also help us improve our alchemy skills too. Maybe, but Keith is always talking about how he doesn't like people who don't think for themselves. Oh, yeah, still. Maybe he could just provide some guidance, or tell us a handy way to improve our alchemy. Neck deep in sunk. Fair enough. I might agree to that. Maybe we should both ask. Alright, let's go talk to him. He's gonna be like, no, fuck off. Also, let me make the thing I was gonna try and make. I need 3 broken items, fuck. I have nothing else to break up, so I guess we'll have to skip it for now. I want more of this because this is like great. It's some good solid wood. But yeah, every time. I mean, yeah, I get it. They felt that, like, after Yakuza 0, when they went to then Kiwami 1, it's like, hey, if we didn't just have the usual original, like, shift, it will be a lot sharper and a lot more, like, almost nonsensical feeling post-0. We need to figure out something to make his evilness make more sense. How they went about it, I don't think was the best, but I get it, you know? K2, I genuinely like it a lot. I know it's not for everyone, but I genuinely really like K2, so I really can't complain. The new scenes they added in the director's cut for 0, though, are weird, but what makes it weird as well is that it's probably not canon anyway. Because it's just, like, something quirky for the Switch version to, like, sell more. It's like, okay, then what are we doing here? You know, like...
材料何にしようかな。
like, it's so, like, bizarre. I hate it. Well, I'm just saying, like, I get it. I got why they felt like they need to make a change, because if it was just, like, the same shift, it would feel a lot more drastic and sudden than it used to. Just because of Zero's context. I feel like they could have gone about it a bit better, but I get it. Oh god. Hey, this elixir's still going to be a pain in the dick to find a spot for, huh? Yeah, the problem you have is not too dissimilar to the problem I have with how they handled Naked Snake / going into Big Boss. In the sense of, like, after Metal Gear Solid 3, I did not need anything else to convince me of why Big Boss, like, became the big bad of the series later on. So, Peace Walker further explaining shit, and then Phantom Pain further explaining shit, felt like it ended up taking away more than it added. But I didn't really, like, appreciate them. I like them as games, I love Peace Walker, but in terms of, like, what it added to the story, it felt not needed. Alright, hang on, let me fucking... I'm not using that. I rarely fish. I don't really use that. I don't really use any of these. I don't know why I still have them. Excuse, mostly volatile, vulnerable. Yeah, but that's what I mean, like... the way you feel about it is kind of how I felt about Big Boss. It was like, I felt like I had all the information I needed. I didn't need any more explained. I got it. So when they did explain more anyway, I was kind of like, ugh. Right, let's actually, like, do talking and hanging out with people, because I've just been doing this for ages. And also, I've been going for, like, just over 2 hours, and I am getting kind of tired, so I will, like, I'll probably do all this conversation stuff, see if there's anything else alchemy I can make to try and push me to level 75, make the flying board, and then call it a stream. But we'll do this. Shady, do you have a minute? What is it, Mum? Well, I found something in the closet that might be useful for your alchemy. Could this be an alchemy book? Yes, this is a book your father used a long time ago. I thought you might understand now that you're more skilled. Your father studied with it too. Thanks, so Dad used this book too. Thanks, Mum, I'll take good care of it. I know you'll do your best, Shallie. You'll always be our treasure. Aww. Dad's book. Let's see what this book gives me. Mirage Talisman? The fuck's that? Oh, hey, you know what I also forgot? I made like a shit ton of these things. I should see if anyone wants any of them for anything. So I said I'd have a look. It's probably not, because the shit I made earlier in the game is like really good, and it's kind of like held up. But as you can tell, by all these things that are also really good that I made forever ago are all like stat down in comparison. Like, damn, look, minus 76 to everything because my grenade ring's so strong. Kiwami 1, I agree. Kiwami 2, I genuinely liked most of the new additions, so wasn't really bothered by it. And the Majima Saga specifically, I genuinely really appreciated, because it was a nice closure, personally. God, that MP drop, fuck. Okay, something immediately I want to equip, so I'll just carry on. I disagree. I loved Majima Saga. The ending of it genuinely made me tear up because I felt for Majima so fucking bad. Of course I need another fucking Dunkel height. I might get lucky at the Geo front. Just so I can find out what this... Hang on. Hang on, let's do all the conversation stuff. Homura, do you have some time to take care of it? Like, the Yakuza series only made me cry 3 times. Tachibana's death in 0, end of the Majima Saga, and the end of 6. Yeah, but it wasn't a conclusion. Well, it was in that sense, but it wasn't a, like, conclusion where there already was one. It was... It's hard to put into words. It's like it was allowing reflection and continued growth from a moment that, like, Majima never thought he was going to get. It's kind of like how in Shadow Generations, where, like, even though everything with Maria's already long since been wrapped up, it was a moment of reflection Shadow wasn't expecting to get that allowed to add an extra context to the story in retrospect. That's kind of how I stood with it. I know that's like a sharp comparison, like Shadow the fucking Hedgehog, but that's kind of like the easy way I saw it. It's like, it felt like it was an opportunity Majima didn't think he was ever going to get, and had long since thought he was over, that came back from the ashes when he least expected it. And it made him kind of have a moment of reflection and kind of reaffirm his commitment to who he is. You know, like, that's how it felt like it was like, the test has now come back. Are you still prepared to handle it the way you once have? And he showed that he could, and is, even though it hurts him so hard to do so. Like, I liked it. I didn't think it was just, like, fan servicey stuff. I felt like it was a very, like, nice, like, bow tie, like, to kind of have that thing with him many years later. Give it to me, Sol. Sol, have a minute. Oh, yes. Oh, Homura. Oh, sorry, Sol. They understand each other without saying anything. This is what men's friendship is like. How nice. We know each other a long time. That's right, we've known each other for quite a while. So, by the way... Oh, right, I forgot. Here you go. Friendship, sweet. You can have some too. Yay! Sol's homemade cookies! To me, best sweets in the world. It's a little embarrassing when you say that right in front of me. I will. Like, I might actually do this off screen, just like head out and like clean all these up, because I do need to do some quests anyway. No disagreements. Design run down and up. Yeah. It was also just nice to play as Majima again, because Jesus Christ, you just not for like forever afterwards. Unless you really want to count Dead Souls. Hey, that's Raoul and Rafer. Didn't think I'd ever see them together. Hey, you two. Hello, young ladies. How are you? We thought it was odd to see you two together. Me and him? Well, you see, Raoul might be the boss now, but when he was young, we would do crazy things together. Oh, I didn't know. Come on now. What do you mean when I was young? Don't treat me like I'm an old man. Another different topic. The only thing I struggled with, and it's something that I've struggled with for the entirety of the Dragon Engine's lifespan, is the knife sound effect being so fucking loud.
I don't get why it's so loud and why they never addressed it once in the entirety of the Dragon Engine's lifespan, where every slash of a knife or blade is always super fucking loud compared to everything else. And because Majima plays almost universally with the knife in Majima Saga, you go into every fight and all you hear is whoosh, 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 and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. When a different treasure hunter decides to settle down, he's officially an old man. Well, that's frustrating, but I can't really deny it. They finally accept it. Poor guy. Anyway, back to the point. But that's why I'm also curious about Stranger Than Heaven, because that's moving to their new engine. I don't know what the new engine's actually called, so I'm just going to call it Dragon Engine 2 until we find out. But that's the first time since Yakuza 6 that they've moved up an engine. Because the biggest thing that was starting to cripple the Dragon Engine is that it was built specifically for the PlayStation 4. Not PS5, not Xbox, not Nintendo, not PC. It was built just for the PS4. And now that Yakuza franchise is on everything, that Dragon Engine is getting tested in ways it wasn't built to handle, which is why they've been working on a new engine for a while now. And Stranger Than Heaven seemingly is going to be the first time we see that new engine in full use. And so I'm very curious what the next generation engine for RGG is going to be like. And whether they're going to keep like the batshit ragdoll physics or whether they're going to tone that down. They're not going to UE5. They're making a new engine. The reason why they used Unreal Engine is because they desperately needed something quick that could go on multiple platforms when they were making Ishin. But they're not... But they're not doing that, no. They, and even that used UE4, it didn't use UE5, but I get your point. But no, they're making basically a successor to the Dragon Engine. And Stranger Than Heaven is running off of it, which is why if you see any, like, of the two teasers for Stranger Than Heaven, its art style does look a bit different from, like, anything else RGG have made. The main thing that we've noticed in both trailers that seems to be more of a focus is that the new engine seems to have a lot more blood effects and blood, like, spreading and, like, blood flow. Like, those trailers are gory as shit, but the blood kind of, like, explodes out quite gratuitously, like, when you, like, stab someone, and kind of, like, bleeds and burns through, like, everything it goes through. Like, it has a lot more, like, genuine reaction instead of just being an effect. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Some and some not. UE5, it's a hard engine to work with, but it's still a universal cheap option, so I get it. And it's also beautiful when used correctly. The trouble is that it's an optimization nightmare, which is why so many games aren't optimized well for it. New example being Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, which struggles to maintain 60 frames even if you put it on frame boost mode. But that doesn't mean it can't be well optimized, because you know what game running on UE5 that we've been playing, like, on and off through betas and whatnot, that is extremely well optimized, because it's literally less than 10 gig on the install? Fucking Sonic Racing Crossworlds. That game is on UE5. You wouldn't fucking think it, because the game runs smooth as silk and is extremely low specs and is 8 gigs for the entire game, because I know that because I just installed it. That game runs like a dream, because it's well optimized. UE5 is a hard engine to optimize, but when it is optimized, it's a dream. That engine play. It's part of the reason why, like, I'm concerned for, like, Tomb Raider Next, because Tomb Raider Next has been confirmed to be on UE5 for years now. But I'm hoping the reason why it's taking so long is because they're optimizing it. And that when it comes out, it's going to be clean as shit. Which I was like, yeah, but it is what it is. But yeah, like, there seems to be, like, obviously there'll probably be other factors in the new engine, but it looks very much like Dragon Engine 2 is going to have a big focus on, like, I guess not just blood effects, but, like, water effects and water density and how water responds to the environment. And so it just happens to also stack on top of making the blood look extra, like, gratuitous, because it's a lot more, like, it will stain shit more accurately and will then, like, dribble down a blade. You know, it will cover someone's clothes and stain it more believably. You know, like, there's, like, some real, like, dark red chunks that come out of people when they're, like, injured or, like brutalized. Like, it's a lot more visceral. No, want to leave the Union, the younger, to the younger folks. For a while, they'll partner with me like we used to. Yeah, tempting offer, right?
I suppose that is too short, Fez. Unfortunately, I can't. I still can't leave the union to others. Oh, why am I getting a Discord notification? Oh, I don't give a fuck. I should have those effects. Yeah, it is what it is. Maybe if they remake, I always forget the other one, Kenshan? The one that was like before Yakuza 3. I always forget his name, Kenzan. They will remake that. If they ever remake that, they will use the new engine. But this is also what makes Kiwami 3 interesting, because if Kiwami 3 is on the Dragon engine, it's sending off the Dragon engine effectively. Oh god, yes. You know, if it's on Dragon engine, it's sending off the engine. But if it's on Dragon engine 2, then it's a taster almost for Stranger Than Heaven, like an experiment. I think it's not. I think Stranger Than Heaven's going to be the debut of the new engine. But yeah, Kenzan on the new engine could be like, oh, yeah, but we'll have to see. If you don't need to go that far, I'm just glad to see you again. Why don't you tell me about your latest escapades? I love this idea. Good, sure, but you're buying the drinks. Yeah, I'll buy as much as you want. Those two seem really similar. They look completely different, but they seem to be really good friends. Esther, about the seeds you mentioned before, where would be the best place to grow them? Oh, let's see. I'd like plenty of space for firm rooting. I want them to grow big enough for her to see. I'm sure you'll find the perfect place. I think so too. You're thinking so much about those seeds after all. Thanks. You might laugh, but I have a feeling those seeds have the power to hold back the dusk. That's because Flammu said so, that this seed is necessary for this region. Flammu wished for the land to become green again. I'm sure this seed was filled with her hopes too. I'll help look for a place to plant them. I'll help too, of course. Yeah, get fucking Doki Bird in. Actually, is she much of a Yakuza fan? I don't know. I don't really watch that much of Doki's streams. We work together, we can find a good place. We know what one VTuber will always show up, and it's fucking Kason. She's always going to be there. She's a mainstay at this point, let's be real. Nice, Miss Linka. Doki and Mint Fez. So are they either of them that much into Yakuza though? Yes, we've had many visitors today, so I'm a little tired. If I think about it, Miss Perrion is pretty tough too. Although at first I thought he was just a scary old man. I've never thought of the chairman as scary. I ship Doki and Mint hardcore. Remember, they're real people, but yeah, I get it. They have a cute dynamic. The reason why Kayson's always going to show up, though, is because, she is, the, Yakuza hype woman. She will never not bring up Yakuza and how much she loves that franchise. And because she's also a popular streamer, it's an easy one to get someone who will hype up the franchise involved in the franchise. So I think she's always going to show up in some form or another moving forward. Must be right. How do you know my mum? It was a long time ago. I was still a child. Can't really remember back then, or maybe I don't want to remember. I don't really, unless, the VTubers themselves encourage it, I don't really ship VTubers, because VTuber or not, there's still a person behind that screen, you know? And I'm I don't really, I don't want to make, risk making things uncomfortable, because, someone that they're kind of just friends with, or whatever, there's some, there's schmucks online that are oh, they should get married. It's okay. I mean, the characters, yeah. If they lean into it, Kiana and Kali, how they used to be, even though they don't really do that anymore. They were all, or Kirara, not Kiana. Kiana's fucking Honkai. That was always fun to kind of play up to. Gigi and every woman ever is fun to play up to, because Jesus Christ, that girl is such a goal failure, but it's hilarious. Especially Gigi and is it Celica? I forget her name. The other Robo Hololive English girl. Pro wrestling, yeah, fair. Some time ago, so Yeah. I was still pursued by someone and split from my sisters, but the chairman saved me. He raised me like his own child. Must have been difficult. No, the only thing I remember clearly is my life after meeting the chairman. At the time, Nadi was working as the chairman's secretary. I looked up to her, learning through imitation to help her with her work. But now that I think about it, she was probably just humouring me as a young child. I see, my mum never told me anything about this. I was sent to school, and once I reached working age, I asked the chairman to allow me to repay my debts. He said he simply performed his responsibility as someone with wealth, but I still felt a need to repay him. So that's why you became his secretary. Yes, from time to time, I go and visit Nadi to learn about work, and she cradled the young you in her arms, Shallie. What? Then you saw me when I was still a little baby? Oh, now I'm feeling kind of embarrassed. I'm very happy to be able to work at the chairman's side. See, that's so wonderful. Anyway, I should get back to work. Excuse me. Van Street. Oh, yeah, there's some things. It's why I stay out of those sort of things. Some things people just cannot be trusted with. But I also am just not a wrestling fan, as you know, so I'm just like not really that in the know of things. Hey, do you know anything about fairy tales? I keep remembering one lately, but I can't remember the ending at all. It's really irritating. I was wondering if you knew. Well, I don't expect much from Shal. You never know, I might know everything about it. It's about gold and silver parrots, well. Oh, I think I've heard of it, maybe not. Oh, I guess not. I don't recall anything like that either, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did hear about that, unfortunately. With Rhea Ripley. I was just wondering. Don't worry about it. And unfortunately, it's a common trend in general with the female wrestlers. They tend to get a lot more shit than the male wrestlers, even the bad ones. And it's like, come on, you dickheads. But that's a topic for another time. And that's what she said. I totally get why she's so curious. Do you know that one, Jury? Gold and Silver Parrot. It's a story I made up for Maruka ages ago. Then what happens at the end? It was a spur of the moment, so I don't really remember. I'm sure Maruka fell asleep, so I just ended it there. But she really wants to know what happens. If it's for Maruka, I have to do it. I'll try writing the end. Jury really does have a lot of talent. Maruka's so lucky. Oh yeah, we're gonna like end our conversations with everyone with having one more chat with the old fuck? Okay. Alright, what do you want, Keith? You want me to help you improve your alchemy? Oh, you can't be serious. We are serious. I need to learn more alchemy. I feel the same as Stera. I want to know more about alchemy too. I have a general idea of the level of your skills ever since you fulfilled the request I sent you to the Union. You may be skilled for your age, but from my perspective, you're barely advanced beyond the beginner level. You might be right. However, I do have an appreciation for talent. You've managed to come this far without an apprenticeship. I won't tell you much. Prove yourselves with real results. Show me your intent and your determination. Does that mean you'll teach us alchemy then? Thank you so much. We'll work really hard. I don't need your gratitude. Complete your task I set forth for now. Let's relearn the basics first. Keith teaches me alchemy. I might be able to do even more amazing things. Alright, time to work my hardest. Want Keith to accept me. Would that go under? Oh! Oh! Hey, I have that! I guess I just gotta wait for that to pop on its own. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna worry about the Dunkelite for now. We're so close to 74, I want to see if I can get there so I can make the flying thing. Oh, I don't even have 2 grub crystals. I wouldn't even be able to anyway. I mean, yeah, you should be able to do that. Anyone should. It's just people can't be trusted to, which is why it's usually not worth the aggro. No, I didn't mean to. I want to go to the world map. Fuck. Well, I guess we're here now. Any amethyst rats? Because I want to get the quest done. Just so we do a little bit of, like, bits and bobs. Oh, I did get 2 of them. Okay. Okay, I guess I only got 1 more then. Come on. There we go. I said there was Dunkel Heights in the Geo front, so I want to try and get that as well. Oh, I guess cutscene. Well, what's going on? There's something coming towards the ship, watch out! Huh? Huh? That track though. Sorry, I'm just kind of like processing. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this is a rip. Oh, this track. I wish I had a bit more fucking warning, but I mean, they did mention, oh yeah, there's like something in the water, be careful, but I wasn't expecting it to just pop up like this. Oh, that was good damage, thank you. Rain of lava. Okay, I'm guessing this is a... Okay, I can see the infinite symbol on it, I get it. Ow, ow, ow. Hey, ow. Ow, this is bullshit, what the fuck? Both our alchemists died in that. That's unfortunate. We should be okay though, but still, yeah. Holy shit! do we get? King's Wing, Alchemist Broom. We did it! Yeah, we actually won! Oh, so we became Voodoo, okay. By a hair's breadth. Dad, the Dusk Sea was not as not only monsters like the one we fought, but also things you might call legends. I kind of want to see them, but we'd be in big trouble if they attacked us. The monsters' recent violence may relate to the droughts. We must exercise utmost caution. I'm gonna go home and get my shit back and then go to the... I don't want to go to the Geofront to try and get in the Dunkelheit. Oh, we're done with the chapter? No. I'm not done yet. I didn't realize we had done enough. But I would like to try and get one more Dunkelheit, which is why I'm going to, like, I've hopped over here. But at least I know, now that thing jumped me, that I'm probably good for, like, endgame stuff. The only reason why, like, it kind of nearly went wrong there is because, like, everything happened at once, so I had no chance to kind of, like, recover from it. I just got hit. No luck. You know, I'll worry about it another time. I kind of want to wrap up now anyway, because I am getting very, like, tired and also hungry. Just doing the last cleanup while I have the chance. Oh, not that I use you guys, but I might as well. Hang on. Alright, let me save and then I'll call it. And then tomorrow we're gonna try and do all of chapter 10 in one go. We're just gonna keep on going until we wrap up. Because I'm free all day tomorrow anyway. But we're not doing too bad, I think. Level 59, alchemy level 74. I might try and do some alchemy off screen just to try and burn it up to 75, but we'll fucking see. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my BlueSky and Patreon in the description of every single video. Until then, though, you guys take care now.